The Canadian dollar's doing alright. Yeah, it's not too bad. The euro's doing pretty well too. Even the pound has seen some ground, but the dollar, I don't know what's happened. I wonder what could have caused it. Not Trump by any chance, no. That can't be the case, can it? Donald Trump? No, he's a businessman. He had casinos. There's money involved there. You must know about that, mustn't he? He had casinos. He's got the Trump Towers and all that, there's money involved there, that there is. He's never bankrupted the business, has he? No. But you see, it appears that the dollar ain't doing too well, no. And that basically means that the United States and individuals, can't buy as much with their money when they buy stuff from abroad. Exchange rates, especially if they're buying it from places that have some strength against the dollar, such as the Canadian dollar. That's seen some growth, that is. Excuse me, I'm just trying to clear a bit of mess up because I need a bit of room, you see, as well. There we go, yeah. So it's kind of like, it's caused a bit of confusion because obviously it wouldn't be Trump, would it? No, not according to all the people I've been watching online and all these YouTubers and that, and Caroline Levitt, and what's been published on the White House website, and obviously on Truth Social, so all the truth is, isn't it? It's not going to be lies, is it? It just can't be, can it? It has to be real. It must be the truth because Trump said it was. Unfortunately, the dollar is going backwards. Is it because of the tariffs? Is it just because the United States has been boycotted for its threats on other nations? Probably a bit of everything, really. And the fact that we don't like Nazis. No, you see, we've had a taste of that. We don't want to go back to Nazis. No more Nazism for us. No more fascism. No. You see, here in Europe, for instance, we tend to push back from that. Look what happened in Hungary just about a week ago. The protests in Hungary regarding the pride protests and all that, against Viktor Orban's banning of LGBTQIA, it's, not allowed to have trans people anymore. No, they don't exist now because we said they don't. Well, that's kind of what Trump is trying to do as well, it's just, we don't want no part of it over here, you see. We say, I'm sorry, not on your Nelly. Now, unfortunately, some leaders around the world are sucking up to old Donald Trump. Let's say, for instance, a leader of NATO, such as Mark Rutte. Now, some people say, well, he's just doing what he has to do to keep them on side, you see. Well, they're buying time to build their own arsenal of the defence equipment. Well, okay, fair enough. But you don't have to go full-on suckling of that old chocolate starfish, do you? Really? Why have you got to go that far? Well, that's what I'd have to say. You can do the usual, but you don't have to go suckling, Mark Rutte, because that's exactly what you're doing, suckling on Donald Trump's chocolate starfish. And it's, quite frankly, it makes me want to throw up. It really does. Hey, Evolution King, I've subscribed. Welcome aboard, my friend. Welcome aboard. Have you seen that America FAFO stage sent you a link? Oh, I'll have a look. On Blue Skies, I've got the computer in front of me today, so let's have a look. So, I'm going on to Blue Sky, that I am. Did you tag me, or did you put it in the messages? Alright, notifications. I'm coming down. Yes, Disney and other American parks are now on the FAFO graph, and add that Disney had been putting prices up and up with limited tickets only to the very rich can actually afford. Oh dear. exclusive videos, Walt Disney's World empty on the 4th of July. That'll teach you. Oh, they will. There. So, this week the greenback chalked it up its worst opening half of the year in more than half a century, dropping 10.7%. 10.7% over the 6 months to June the 30th. That's horrendous. That is a plummet and a half. Well, and this hasn't happened since, well, like, crikey, I suppose it would have been in the 70s. Probably in the 70s. So, actually, it was 70s. That was more than 10%, wasn't it? That was, dollar drops from about, it was 16 or 15 or 16%. Quite a long way anyway. So the US dollar has been the dominant currency across the world. We know all this stuff, don't we? Since the end of World War II. That's like, that was like the end of the British Empire, and then bring on the American Empire, and that's pretty much what happened. Now I believe I've just realised I'm sitting on a shirt. That's going to wrinkle all up, isn't it? The United States is now coming to the end of its empire. Who's going to be next? Maybe China or someone like that, It's not going to be Russia, a bit of luck. Definitely not going to be the United Kingdom. No. Could it be the European Union? Possibly, I don't know. But you see, the idea that we can fall back on the greenback is no for the birds. It's not going to happen. Not anymore. It's too weak. It's already been devalued to 4.5%. So the bond market is pretty darn dire. China's been selling its bonds. Japan's been selling its bonds. The dollar, for which your debt has been secured. And it's just, every time the market gets flooded with more dollars, well, then obviously the value of the dollar goes down even further. And the interest rates increase. It's now considered, the United States is considered a bad investment. Now, as people in the past, have said about things like, regarding socialism. Oh, you're a Marxist? God's sake. I'm capitalist, me. I'll tell you, I'm capitalist. We're a mixture of maybe socialism and capitalism together. In most cases, that's, any socialist or... they're always hybrid anyway, let's be fair. If you're buying and selling, it's a hybrid, isn't it? It's not just one or the other, it's just stuff. And besides, when you have a mixed society, there's always a mixture of political views and ideals anyway. But the thing is, you see, with socialism, people have that same old thing and argument, don't they? Where, socialism, eventually with socialism, you just run out of money. Look at the United States. You pretty much ran out of money decades and decades ago. You've got a 37 trillion national debt, so yes, you have run out of money. And it's because of socialist values within the United States, because there are some, such as, like all the DEI stuff that Donald Trump has been trying to get rid of, and anything that actually gives something to the people, that's socialism, like in the United Kingdom, the NHS, that's socialism. Why is that a bad thing? Why is it a bad thing to actually take care of the people? Because if you don't take care of the people can't take care of themselves. They can't take care of you. They can't take care of your elderly relatives. You just got to have a healthy population that can fend for itself. And when you run out of money is when you try and control people. And that's what Donald Trump is doing. He's trying to control the nation. He's trying to control America through fear. And crocodiles, alligators, and the bone constrictors and stuff like that at the alligator AllShorts. Get your merch here. What the fuck? They're actually celebrating the idea of people being eaten by alligators. It's just crazy. Well, needless to say, you're running out of money. You're running out of money. See, the ISIS budget is going to be increased threefold. No money for anybody else. For any services. Donald Trump wants total control of the people of the United States. Whether you believe in him or not, it doesn't matter. He wants total control. Like he said in the plane when he's talking about Kim Jong-un, what his name is, North Korea, when he said that, I want the people. I want my people to stand up like Kim Jong-un's people to stand up, to stand up and listen. We try and listen to you, Donald Trump, but our brains start spinning. Listen to your non-sentences, like, the full stop answer, let's be honest. So, now, we know about, obviously, it used to be a dominant currency. It's really losing that ground now. And given the strength in the US dollar in the past years, what have you, which, they're buying it up left, right, and centre. It was something to secure your money, and now they're going for gold. And boy, they're going for gold there. Germany, France, and other countries are looking to get their gold back out of the United States. They want their gold back, just like they want their Statue of Liberty back. So much for liberty in the United States, there is none. So given the strength of the US dollar in recent years, it is looked overvalued based on purchasing power parity. Now, especially since the pandemic, we can't get away from that pandemic. For us in the United Kingdom, it would be a case of Brexit. That's one of the deciding, crippling factors, and obviously the pandemic as well, 4 billion that was spent there. 400 billion that was spent there. So it's a huge amount of money we've got to find from somewhere. And then you've got, obviously, ageing population and stuff, but that's stuff they could have planned for. All this blaming of ageing population, they should have planned for it. It was always going to be the thing. It was always, the people were always going to get old, It's just an excuse. It's another excuse. So, if you scare the living kajibis out of you, that is the dollar. There. Can you see that? Just there. All right? Poof. Plummet. And this is this year. So, 2025. This is January. All right, see that peak? That's when Donald Trump was inaugurated. And could you see the flat line at the bottom there? This there. Can't get much lower. That's where we are now. That's Donald Trump. Plummeting. And look before that, from growth. An upward trajectory. We had a bit of a bad spell just there, which was in October last year. And that's probably the threat. That's election time, isn't it? So it isn't looking good. It's not looking good for the United States, unfortunately. Now, people say to me, well, why do you care? It affects us all, Doesn't do. While Donald Trump is the president of the United States, the way I see it is the United States has got to fall. Like the fall of Rome and all that, The United States has got to fall. The economy has got to get so bad, people are getting up with nothing, no services are going to be provided. It will literally be a severe depression in the United States. But, you see, you can't make an omelette without breaking some eggs, which means basically you need to get rid of Donald Trump. You either get rid of him now and try and build up from where you are, or you get rid of him by literally destroying the economy. And there's various ways you can do that, and obviously they could have a national strike. I was mentioning in my live stream earlier today. And that would cripple the economy, but would you get enough people on board? No, because people need wages to survive. And that's where they got you under the short and curlies, you see. Just think about this, right? You have to survive, right? You need to survive. Everyone needs to survive, right? That's just a silly thing to say, but it's true. We all need to survive, which means we need to be able to buy stuff. We need to either buy food, you've got to pay your bills, your water bills and stuff like that, your housing costs and stuff like that. You see, the government, they want you to keep spending money. They want you to keep spending money to keep them rich. So you think, okay, what's the minimum I can survive? Do I promote business, or do I just, make sure I pay for my water and my house and stuff like that, so you don't end up plummeting and what have you? And stop buying shit that you don't need. Just stop. Because at the end of the day, all you're doing is if you import and stuff, like for instance, you're buying products that are built in China, well, what are you doing? You're just literally just propping up the government with tariffs. Because it's your money, after all. It's not the other country's money. Because the prices are now going up. And food prices are going to go up. They just put on 17%, or threatened the EU with 17% tariff on food stuffs coming into the United States. That is an additional tax on your food costs in the United States. There's no getting around it. No matter what some of these nerds keep saying, there's other people I've been following on these live streams, these MAGA people, so I can control them. There's no, they still seem to think that the other countries pay the tariffs. I just mind numbing. It is mind numbing. It's crazy, absolutely crazy. Let's scroll down there. MTG 6019 says, not for long. MAGA, yeah, MAGA, okay. FLA813, I hope you're going to enjoy your additional costs because they're starting to filter through. And in fact, you might find that there's going to be a lot of stuff you'll better get because certain exporters and importers are just not going to bother because they can't take the risk of not selling the goods. You see, just before all these tariffs, the liberation tariffs are here, the 90 days, 90 deals and 90 days, which hasn't happened. Just before, all these businesses, or many of these businesses, have been pre-buying, while there's no tariffs on these items. There's so many companies, and computer companies and stuff, who've bought computers or components for computers, they can't sell it. They can't sell the stuff. They've been stuck with it. Because people hold fire, they don't want to spend the money because they ain't got none. Or they've got very little. Or they think, maybe I should be a little bit careful. Like car purchases, major purchases. But, some people are starting to spend a little bit now because they got bored with waiting. So they're just spending. But that'll just, you're talking about novelty factors, aren't you? It's just sentiment. No, what we got over here? Hello, Rigi. I can't. HX. Okay. My mother-in-law is a nurse in the retirement home. With 600 beds. All of the people are on Medicaid. Oh dear. No, shouldn't really be a worry of that yet. They're saying it's going to come in 2027. The Medicaid cuts. I wonder why that is. Something to do with the midterms, maybe. Yes, probably. So all of them will be homeless. How's that going to work? How's that going to work? Now, let's say for argument's sake, this isn't what's going to happen, but let's say for argument's sake, it's because they want to get rid of anything to do with Obama or Biden. So what they're going to do is we're going to make our own, and it's going to be better. Yeah, we're going to have our own. It'll be called Trump Aid or something. Maybe AIDS. Or maybe Trump's chocolate starfish. Suckle hair, receive your care. So, it backfired on me. Oh God, that's going to be terrible. Blimey, I hope they didn't vote for it. Another live stream, says Mad Monk. This is my third today, this is. I need meds to put up with this, says Mad Monk. Hello, my friend. Well, don't worry about. Sometimes if there's a bit of as long as they're not nasty, don't worry about over deleting the comments and stuff. I don't mind if you MAGA comments. End of the day, gives us something to talk about. The tax breaks are already in effect for billionaires. Yes, 575 people are going to benefit from these tax cuts. 437 million people are going to be worse off. Yes, it is. It's the same playbook Germany did back at the start, 1930s, you're talking about Hitler's rise to power. So the thing about Hitler is what he did, he was clever. He was not full. He brought the people on side. He didn't tell them what his plan is, no. He brought the people on side, to build roads, infrastructure and all this sort of stuff. Oh, this is great. We're all getting jobs, because obviously they were in a recession. We're all getting jobs now. This is good, they're doing really well. Well, it gave Hitler the infrastructure he needed to move his munitions, to move his tanks, move that. And then there's all these Heinkel bombers and shit like that he's building. Well, he told everybody that these are passenger planes. Oh, crikey. Great diplomat, Trump, apparently. Oh, okay, whatever tickles your fancy. The greatest ever. A diplomat does not threaten. That's not diplomacy, you fool. No. You don't threaten other nations. You don't threaten your direct neighbours. No. With hostile takeovers, especially like Canada. Elbows up. No, that's not being diplomatic at all. That's called being a feckin' fool. He can't help it. He's orange. It's got his brain in it, but I think he's always like that, wasn't he? He's rather dumb. Mental health check. Okay. Oh. If it makes you happy. Trump is a clown. You're not being wrong. Seriously, I need to sell my house and get out before shit gets crazy. I think you're heading to civil war, mate. What are you doing? When people... I've said this about Brexit in the UK before. I'm an Englishman living in France, right? But I've said this about Brexit. When people start feeling it in their pockets, they'll start turning on it. And they have, But the UK government, and also we've still got Nigel Farage chomping at the bit, and the Reform Party, and we've still got a lot of people who voted for it. Lunatics, absolute lunatics, who voted for Brexit and it isn't even their future. Basically, they destroyed our youngsters' future. So many things we can't do now. Because of Brexit. And now there's going to be shitloads of things. He is Hitler. I thought you knew that. He's related. Oh dear. Yeah, he is German after all. He's a German Scot, isn't he? Sorry, Scotland. It's the same playbook Germany did back, in the start of Hitler's rise. It most definitely is. Do you think Trump will turn up to the UK to meet the King in September? Yeah, I do. Trump has got thin skin, but he's got gall. The King doesn't want to see him. There's rumours that the King is very unhappy about this. Keir Starmer played his hand too soon. With that one. Yeah. It looks like to me, though, that Zelensky's allowed to go whenever he likes. Oh, dear. I'm hearing a lot of complaints. Oh, you're Scottish? No. I'm not Scottish. I'm Norfolk, mate. We've got carrots and sugar beet. But, no. It's like Scotland, they need their independence from what this tyranny is going on in the UK. And Canada wants to keep its independence away from that tyranny that's going on in the United States. You've got people going around, masks on and no identity, taking people off the streets aggressively. And if you stand in the way, you are being aggressively treated as well, American citizens. And Donald Trump, within his little bill there, he's now allowed to do whatever he fucking likes. The Supreme Court has pretty much given him a free ride now. There is no judicial... No, it's gone for Donald Trump. He's got his immunity. That's all done and dusted now. And they got in that bill. I haven't managed to find out whether or not it was taken out. I don't think it was. Because within that bill, it states that Donald Trump can cancel elections. And you've got midterms coming up. So what do you think he's going to do? If it doesn't look good for him, he's going to cancel it, isn't he? Who? Okay, there we come. Alright, Jet Black, that's me, Elton John. Is it the glasses? Are they like Elton John glasses? I just need some flowers or something, whatever. Stop making stuff up. I'm not making stuff up. If anyone knows me, they know I won't lie. Speak the truth, shame the devil. I won't lie. So, if you don't believe me, check it out for yourself, okay? That's if you can read. I can. And I do. Hello, Dale. Are you to me? I'm crying too. I'm not surprised. It's a crying shame that it is what's happening in the United States. And it's happening to good people. And it's also going to happen to the MAGA, who are the most likely recipients of Medicaid and other services that have been ripped away from you. Oh, so we don't care. We generally don't care what the British people think. Well, I don't care that you don't care. Quite frankly, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you think. It doesn't. The facts are the facts. It's not what I think. You just got to read. And read at source. Not from bloody Donald Trump. I giddy aunt, that man. Every other word is a lie. Or that Caroline Lever woman. Oh my giddy aunt, she don't know anything but lying, like the fucking social security taxes and stuff like that. She can't help herself. Go to the horse's mouth. Go to the industry papers. Go to the people who actually do the counting. And go to the actual bill itself. And read the highlights within the bills and the things that you should be worried and concerned about. Like the fact that it allows Donald Trump to, if it hasn't been taken out, which I don't think it has, they were arguing over it, I couldn't work out whether or not it's been removed completely or not. But it was in the bill, in the original draft of the bill, it might still be there, I need to check that, but it states in there that Donald Trump can cancel elections. Why do you think they decided to do this bill as a budgetary bill? Because they needed 60% majority if it was, if it wasn't a budget bill. This way they could do it 50-50 as a budget bill. And yet what they do, they squeezed in all this other stuff. It's got nothing to do with the budget whatsoever. I've got smear on my glasses and it's annoying me. Oh, that just won't do. That just won't do. There's one thing I can't stand is dirty glasses. And when I see other people with dirty glasses on, I have to take them off their faces and wash them for them. I do that with my grandchildren. Oh, I can't stand it. Especially when the grease builds up around all the edges and stuff. Nah, it's not for me. Yeah. It's gross. Gross. That's better. Should be able to see now. Oh, you're so handsome. well, there you go. There we go. Whack black. Oh, okay. Go read the bill, Travis. Yes, read the feckin' bill. You're not going to read all of it. Just find all the highlights. Just find all the titles and find the bits that you think might affect you. The Medicaid bit, for instance, or the fact he wants to remove stuff that isn't budgetary. That's the stuff you want to read, actually. The budgetary stuff is bad enough. But you really want to read stuff that isn't budgetary. And you think, hang on, they're squeezing all this shit into this. What do you think is like that thick, you know? As if, no, she didn't do this. Pelosi did not do this. as you listen to Donald Trump again. That's all it is. Oh, about this flipping auto pen and shit like that. That's bollocks. Bollocks, but you believe it because Donald Trump said it. So, what's that about you, eh? Oh, blimey. Takes all sorts, doesn't it, eh? Some mothers do have them, you know. You dropped on your head as a baby. You can't help it. It's 30 degrees in here, and it's flipping what? What's on? Oh, what just... Let's charge it. It's 12:30. So that is a load of... no, that's not true. Craig, not true. Don't get me wrong, I'm sure that the Democrats did some sleazy stuff as well. They're not innocent. Of course they're bloody not innocent. But this lot are scum. They are literally scum. They're not even abiding by the laws that have been set. They're not even following the Constitution. If Biden did half of this bloody shit, that shit would have hit the fan, you'd have heard about it. This Brit, it's choo-choo. I don't care, maybe I am. My choo-choo. It's the thing, you see, that's what you get from a lot of these Magri type people. The ones who are suckled on to Donald Trump's chocolate starfish and they're forever Trump. Well, these people don't have any logic. They don't have a cognitive sentence that actually has actual facts in it to have a debate. They just literally just spout stuff or name call, stuff like that. But you say, I'm too long in the tooth, and I don't care, alright? Call me what you like, I don't give a damn. Small insects are agitating. Are they longhorn beetles, maybe? Are they cockchafers, or are they the stag beetle? Any more wood-boring beetles, you know? I'm not going to provide sources while I am doing a live stream, okay? Especially on the mobile phone. Do your own bloody research. I'm not here to do your research for you. You wouldn't believe me if I did put it in front of you. Find it yourself and read it for yourself, alright? I don't need to tell you. It's there. It's sources of BBC. I'm not the bloody BBC. Oh, crikey. I go to the horse's mouth, cried Gore. The bill is in the feckin' bill. It's published. Didn't you know that? 3/5 are required to overcome a filibuster in the Senate, hence 60 vote requirement. Go read it, Shep. Shep. Oh, the sheeple. Most people keep up with the world news, not just their own countries. Maybe North Korea. Yeah. Now, I've taken obviously an interest because of Donald Trump, because it's just so ridiculous. And he's quite easy to mock because he's a twat. Let's be honest. He's not a good person. He's not a moral man. He's a rapist. He likes judicators, rapists. He likes to invite them to the White House, you know. Come on in, he says. Oh, insurrectionists, you know. Come on in. More criminals, the merrier. Makes me look a little bit more, how to put it, legit. Sort of. Because I'm surrounded by these, yeah, anyway. Healthcare, gone. SNAP benefits, gone. Aid for dependent children, gone. To give money to billionaires. Yeah, which could not have happened in an actually representative government. No, because it's not. You haven't got a judiciary. You can't have a representative government without a judiciary to make sure everything is passed and goes into law, and the law is withheld. But you haven't got a Supreme Court that's been bought. Of course, yeah, his son, Hunter Biden. Yeah, because he bought a gun, or something like that, wasn't it? You're okay with rapists and paedophiles, you know. I thought you were godly. You know. I thought you want to get rid of all the criminal immigrants. Why don't you get rid of him? I try and look like Jack Black now. I think I've heard that one before. You'll see me when I have a big beard. He's more like Jack Black then. What's the British Jack Black doing here? Talking politics. I love the mad foreigners in the chat. Trump can't stop winning. What's he won? Well, I'll tell you what he's won. He's won control over you. That's what he's done. And you cheer him. You cheer him for it. The fact that he's got your balls. He don't care about you. He's got no interest in you. Other than the fact you are a useful tool for Donald Trump. Hey, Granny Waddle Bomb. Oh, hello, my love. I hope you're well, waddling. Oh, handsome Marcus. I see Sir Larry the Cat and AllShorts have made you a video today. Best you check them out. Kiss us, Doug. Thanks. Well, have I got to check that out? Shall I have a look? Oh, I know AllShorts has made me a video. Yeah. It was very complimentary, it is, I must say. See if I can find it. I don't know. Did I subscribe to it? I'll be the subscriber. Oh, okay. Oh, that one. AllShorts. AllShorts. Oh, I can see me. There's me. Yeah, I'll just. You see, somebody made a video, or yeah, a piss-taking video of me. There you go. Let's see. Now, I take it as an honour. Right? It's an honour. It is. So, what did he say? Has he done another one?
After sitting through about 2 hours of a YouTuber that I once had a great respect for that I did, namely Marcus of the AllShorts channel, that he is. I am sad to say that I am. He is little better than clickbait channel that he is. Just motivated by the amount of clicks, likes, and YouTube revenue that he continually claims are too low.
Are you kidding? Have you seen the bamboos like that? Look at the Eddie. Hey, he is that. I don't know if you can hear that. There we go. Cheers for that. Oh, he's done another one. Oh, that's nice. So what about Sir Larry the Cat as well, has he? Is Sir Larry the Cat AllShorts? He was been a paying neck on my channel for a while. Sir Larry the Cat, let's have a look. Sir Larry the Cat. I'm going to have a look. Oh, get it up. It's a keyboard. Do.
Ladies and gentlemen, how do you? Will someone please have a word with Marcus of the AllShorts chat, as I think he has had a problem with one level. Nerves. Marcus is off his meds and has escaped his rubber. Here he is defending staff with his really shite version of a liner label and trotting out all the greatest hits in.
I don't.
In the twist doing about calls, he might need to be sedated and have a straight jacket put on. I haven't included the comment for Ponticus Star Hero girly bottom looking session, and you will quite clearly see.
Do you know what these people though? Do you know what I can do? I can actually shut their channel down. As you see, he's using my videos without permission, so I can actually shut him down. He can get a strike. Does he want a strike? I can't listen to that. That was boring.
Ladies and gentlemen.
That's it. I'll get him a strike. That's fine, isn't it? Yeah, I can do that. Why would he do that? He used to be on my channel, he did, but I blocked him because he started being a nuisance. Right, anyway, where were we? Do. Grind isn't twerking. Okay. The bill is ridiculous. It is. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever for ordinary folk. It's just for the rich buckers. Cheers for that, Granny Waddle Bottom. If that was well done, I'd have kept that one. But I think what I'm going to do is with Sir Larry the Cat, I'll get that taken down. I'll report that because he's stolen my videos, my clips. So he'll get a strike. If you're going to take the piss at me, please do a good job. That's pathetic, this one was. The other guy, AllShorts, he's hilarious. Nathan Peters, with all the automation available, people should have to grind less and we have the resources. Greed is the issue. Right, orders up. There we go. Ignore. What, these people? Don't bother me. They don't bother me. It does bother me when people steal my content. That does bother me. And AI bothers, he steals my content. So that does piss me off. If you're going to do it, make a good job of it. Alright? Millionaires go nuts, man. Billionaires, we have a booty metal wooden necklace designed in France. Starts with a G7. Starts with a G. Oh, starts with a G. Sorry. Designed in France. A wooden necklace. What's that? Sorry. Millionaires go nuts, man. Billionaires, we have a beautiful one. Oh, yes. Do you mean that? Oh, I think so. That's not a response video. That's not a response video. It's the fact of the matter is, you shouldn't be taking my content. When you do a response video, you have to add something, as in the sense of news or something like that. I wouldn't say that's a response video. Why lie about the content of the bill? Just call it terrible. And what's actually in it. It is terrible. It's absolutely horrendous. But people are going to suffer. And people are going to deny it, or they're going to back it, or they're going to say, "Oh, Trump is a saviour." Whatever's in it doesn't make these people they're so taken in. It's just unreal. Train kids on the in high school and university how to train and utilise like ChatGPT to multiply productivity, and they will be able to command higher salaries or start businesses. AllShorts, where are you from? I am from the UK, as in Norfolk, but I live in France. Oh, my late hubby was a Liverpoolian. Scouser. Train kids in high school and university on how to train and utilise LLMs like ChatGPT to multiply productivity. I'm sorry, that's just going to take everybody's jobs. You can multiply productivity. The more productivity you get out of ChatGPT, the more jobs are going to be gone. You need very few people to manage AI. Crocodile Dundee! He's dead now, isn't he? Get done with him. Auschwitz. What's his politics about? Well, that was originally, I was talking about the dollar originally. So I go back to what I was originally, I got sidetracked, didn't I? So I was talking about the dollar because the dollar's in one hell of a bad place. It's not doing particularly well, is it? So now the US dollar has dropped more than 10%. All right, obviously that's not great, is it? Economists warns that a prolonged decline and it's the worst it's been for 50 odd years. That's a bit of a recap. Now, the US dollar has dropped more than 10% and it's worse than 50 years, marking the sharpest 6-month decline since 1973. What's the 70s? And sparking fresh warnings from the economists and currency experts about potential for heightened financial market volatility. Now, talking about market volatility, if you think about Japan, for instance, was all but 1.1 or 1.2. Well, yeah, so it's over $1 trillion in the dollar, and they're dumping it at the moment. And they've also warned the United States because obviously it's tariff threats and what have you. You only hear one side of the story, you don't necessarily hear what they're saying. And they're threatening the United States, say we could go the nuclear option and start selling the dollar. If they dump that, you're crikey, you are in a depression. That's the power that Japan has got. That'll throw the United States into a depression. So your borrowing all of a sudden will go up. And when you've got 37 trillion in borrowing, that's it, you're buggered. You ain't going to be able to borrow anymore, are you? Even though Donald Trump is going to, under this bill. And it varies. So they say some reports like 3 trillion increases, and some other reports around 10, 12 trillion in additional spending within this bill. See, the problem with the bill, the additional spending, you've got to pay debt on the debt. You've got to pay for the debt. And you're probably going to be using debt to pay for the debt. It's a spiral. So it ain't going to get any better, is it? Elon Musk? Who's Elon Musk? You mean Elon Musk? Who's saying that he's going to, that man, he says, one minute he's up there threatening Trump, the next minute he's sucking onto his old chocolate starfish that he is. He's threatening Trump with starting this new American party, and then it's not going to happen. We'll see. He has been floating the idea, and he has been talking about it recently. I put it on here somewhere. Where was it? Details of his plan for a new political party to serve the true will of the people. And this was on the 4th of July, this was. The former White House advisor revealed his true feelings about President Trump's political agenda just days after leaving his post. We know all about that, don't we? There's a little bit of a tit for tat in the old social media posts. So Elon Musk has detailed his plans for a new political party amid his feud with President Donald Trump. And in just yesterday, in a post, you see it's Sunday now, isn't it? So it's not yesterday, the day before that. Or here where I am anyway. In a next post on Friday the 4th, Independence Day, Musk prompted his followers to vote on whether or not they thought it was time to start the American Party. His plan, he said, in part, was to focus on a few House and Senate seats that could serve as tiebreakers in Republican. Because it's quite close, isn't it? They haven't got a huge majority. Just a few weeks after departing the White House as a top advisor to President Donald Trump, actually some people already left, haven't they? Trump, Elon Musk has started detailing his plans to create a new political party. And he said that Independence Day is the perfect time to ask if you want independence from the two-party system. And should we create an American party? I'd say yes. Split the fucking vote. That probably wouldn't work, but he isn't good. If he can manage to take some seats, it could be the deciding vote. Too many can't spot tyranny. How can you not spot it though? It's in front of your eyes, it's there. To actually know what tyranny is. But there again, at the moment it appears to be tyranny and it's been applied to the other, minority groups that these people don't particularly, how to put it, like. It's Graham of Speedos is in the room. The US voting system doesn't support proportional representation. So how would that work then with a new party? How could that fit? Oh, sorry. It's not really proportional, is it? Like, for instance, the UK system has got more than one party. It's mainly a two-party, but we do have other parties in the. You've got independents, haven't you? The government read the manifesto programming. The government read the manifesto not as a warning, as intended, but as a playbook of exploitation and profit. They have not followed the Constitution, have they? To be fair. God, it's just a playbook of exploitation. People, they cheer from the rooftops, they do. Oh, crikey, yeah. That's interesting. Thank you, Nathan Peters. My grandfather lost his brother flying as a military pilot, fighting the Nazi. He himself managed Japanese prisoners of war. And my father fixed the eyesight of military pilots via PRK procedures and removed cataracts. Bloody hell. He was pretty advanced for his time, wasn't he? Yeah. They've gerrymandered too much. Are you talking about the Democrats and King Jeffries? All that stuff's pointless. It's pointless, a lot of that stuff is. It's not getting anywhere. It's my feeling is there's only one way that you're going to change the political landscape at the moment. It's not going to be via the vote. That's going to be taken away from you, and it's going to be a coup d'etat, some sort of resurrection. It's right for the MAGA to do, isn't it? Trump might even pardon you. We technically have more than just Republicans and Democrats, but the key word there is technically, not I see what you're saying, but not practically. Dear me. What can he do then? So really, you are really looking at a coup d'etat, aren't you? Because as things stand, I just can't see. You know what, Bear? My dog's coughing. He's not very well. You know what, Bear? I really can't see how you're going to change the political landscape. Going through traditional methods. The protests aren't going to do it. You've got to stop them from functioning. You got to stop them in their tracks. Form a coup d'etat. I'm not saying violent or anything like that. You can do it in various ways. You could. It's got to be organised. How would you organise something like that? I heard someone say that the Crocodile Dundee. I bet they saw the Temo version. That is great news. Now, I've spent some time on a little island with old Graham here. He's not bad, but he's alright. I don't necessarily agree with everything he says. And for a man who goes on about the environment, I'm not that keen about the fact that he keeps buying things in plastic packets while he's on this tiny little island. That doesn't make a lot of sense to me. But there you go. That's Graham Hughes for you. But, that's something I don't want to do again. I have to feed my dog slowly so food don't go into his lungs. Oh, blimey. No, my little boy who I lost last year, he had a time when he started choking on his food, and he literally, his guy had to resuscitate him, and he had food stuck. He basically was suffocating, the tongue hanging out and stuff like that. So I got him back though, and then he died about 3 weeks later. He was very ill, to be fair. He eats like a hyena. Really? Hello, Gingers. Bad Monk said, "Oh, hi, Gingers. And Mark's is keeping us busy today." Oh, dear. Whole Herb says, "I have to feed him one kibble at a time." Oh, my giddy aunt. My dog's had x-rays, alright? His heart is enlarged. Told me it comes from mosquitoes. There is something I'd look into, though. If you know, I wouldn't rule that out. I'm not going to say you're wrong. But I'm just going by the fact that we've had X-rays and what have you, and they say he's got an enlarged heart, and he's on vetmedin, and it's getting worse. He's had this for quite a few years though. So heartworm treatment. So what makes you think it's heartworms? Well, look, heartworm treatment contains arsenic. Alright. I might look into that though. My dog started heartworm treatment today and it's awful. Okay, Tina, why do you think? Do you think that sounds like heartworms? Whoa, $500 a month. Yeah, these guys cost me a fair bit. I have a question for anyone repeating the talking points about the BBB increasing the debt by $5 trillion. Do you even know if they use static or dynamic metrics to predict the revenues or costs? Well, I would hope they're dynamic. I would hope. It'd be more accurate. Because if it's a static, it could be very accurate, isn't it? Because you can't tell what the future's going to hold. I don't know. Yeah, he. I'm just going by what the doctor said. The vet said. I don't know, we can't. Dad, can you message Mum? Yeah, can I get a beer? Can I get a beer? Nobody smokes in or around the dog, my friend. What are the poker player dogs? Alright. Emphysema. Ooh. I'll tell you what does help my dog is Ventolin inhaler. And also steroid inhaler. Opens up his airways. I'm scrolling down. Yes, it's not nice, is it, losing an animal? Become a part of your family, they do. They really do. Anyway, where was I? So I might look into that about heartworms. Our dogs don't really. Well, we are in the country, so. I've seen pictures of dogs drinking and playing poker. That was a painting. Oh my God, so who's the next president? Trump or Vance? Well, Trump is losing his mind more. And JD Vance, maybe, I don't know. I don't think people are going to warm to him. I don't think there's anyone there in Trump's circle that can actually play Trump. People that are infatuated with him, they're literally sycophants. They're just amazed. They're in awe of Donald Trump's comb over. I'm not going to be that late tonight anyway regarding how long the stream's going to be. We had a squashed-faced dog. Her friend had one brought theirs. It's a little pug. Yeah, it always sounds like it's got breathing troubles. If anything, they're too sport. Right, I'm just scrolling down. Hello, this time. I hope you're well, my friend. Now, I'm still trying to find out. I don't know if anyone's got any ideas or if they know anybody's doing this, but I'm still trying to work out how to add. I'm quite easy to. I can do it on here. If not, or do it on the phone. It depends. Really, I want to make it as easy as possible. I want people to be able to phone in, but it's not aggro. People got to start signing up for shit. That becomes aggro, and you end up with the same people phoning in every week, don't you? Instead of different people. I want the crazies to phone me. Got to get the crazies, yes. I got to entice the crazies to phone up. Dynamic scoring. I'll just say, hang on. Might trim the 5 trillion estimate, but no credible model shows it's fully paying for. So the thing is, it's one of them things that they can't really work out 100% accurately anyways. It's all guesswork. It's probably done by some AI algorithm or what have you. And they're just going by what's been said or what's been listed in the bill. And what they expect it to cost. It could be flipping 3 times that, 4 times that kind of, I don't know. I don't really know. These are estimates. They first say it was 2.7 trillion or something, 3.7 trillion, and now it's 5 trillion, and some people are saying 10 trillion, and it's just crikey. What do you listen to? It could end up being 20 trillion. You could end up doubling your debt. We don't know. Really, it's guesswork. Yeah, calculated guesswork. Fast things, Joa. Joa, who's in the chat at the moment, he's also got a channel. Check him out. He's a very knowledgeable chappy. That he is. I've got about 40 in this my house because we've got very thick walls, so we have to put repeaters everywhere. Our walls are only 2 feet thick. Actually, this wall here is almost a metre thick. This wall is. It's crazy. It's stone. Because this is part 2 houses. Alright, this is just one half. This is one house, and that's the other house over there for which we've knocked through. Hence, we know it's a very thick wall. So, it's just two farmhouses. Small farmhouses, and then we've got the attached barns and stuff. And we're doing rewilding here as well, so if anyone's interested, Ginger's, Mad Monk, I've got trees and that, So, there's links down below if you're interested. Care. Yeah. Thanks for that, Cinemy. That's helpful. Thank you. Rachel from Accounts. Have you seen Akazmad's jalopy? What? What's wrong with his jalopy? Are you talking about his car or are you talking about something else? Good. To the wrong one. Oh, I might be connected to the right one now. That might be the right one now. That's alright. I think that's okay now. Oh, thanks for that, Alistar. There's a link here on Alistar's for Joel's channel. And he hasn't been going very long, so he's subscribe. He's an interesting fella. Anyway, I'd like to thank you for coming, what have you. I wasn't going to go for too long anyway. I've been on an hour, so that's long enough, isn't it? So, anyway, so thank you very much. So, have a lovely, Sunday today. Yeah, Sunday, blimey. Crikey. Yeah, Doc Davies. Yeah, I don't know why. It's jumping all of a sudden. It started jumping from one route to another. I was watching the Wi-Fi up here, and that's 1 minute's picking up one of the mesh units, and then it's picking up our router, and then it's picking up my other one through there as well. So yeah, we've got one. Plus, I've got one outside as well, which does pretty much everywhere. So yeah. So anyway, everybody have a lovely week, and Sunday, rest of the weekend, and I think I better go to bed really. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. I told the missus I won't be long. I lied. Oh damn! I said I don't lie, but I did that time. Well, actually, no, I didn't intend to get up there. I thought, oh, I'll go live instead.